Alright, what's up you guys? My name is Cruz and I go by Mr. Dela X. And today we're gonna do a rumble bass tutorial. Techno, dark techno, rumble bass. Usually this genre is mostly infamous with drum code and other dark techno labels, or just techno in general, techno labels in general. Today I'm going to show you how to make that rumble bass and then the rest as well, just to make it flow, to get an idea. Because if we just focus on the rumble bass itself, then of course not gonna, you'll get the idea, but you're not gonna know what it sounds like in general with all the percussions and the drone as well. Alright, so let's get started. So we're gonna use a kick, and with this one, so you already have this colored. I'm very OCD about shit like that. Let's see here. Okay, so what I'm using is a pack that I found on Google, DMD FR909, and I'll be using the kick from there. Usually with techno, of course, 909 is very infamous. And right now we're just gonna look at samples. They'll sound the same to me for now because I'm using a gaming headset. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, also as well, I forgot. The BPM for this one will be 133. Usually, it can range. Especially dark techno, you can do 126, 127, 125, 128, 129, 130. Max is 133. I've seen some artists do it at 133. I'm going to go ahead and give this a try as well. Let's see. I'm going to do 8 bars. See, you guys get the idea. Alright. Now, make sure I'm linking them too. And here I'm doing some mix down as I go, so you can get a grasp of what I do. And here I'm gonna do 50. Keep in mind what I'm doing. I'm just cutting by a scale, the C sharp minor scale. I already know some of the frequencies where to cut, and this I'm cutting at 51 just to give it some space for the rumble bass. Okay, we got that. I add a compressor. Oh, and also, if you have FL Studio, you can always set this to mono, the stereo separation. This is separated, which is stereo. Merge is mono. Okay, I'm adding a compressor. Fuck, what did I do? Alright, I'm adding a compressor. I already have my own preset for this one. Ratio at 2, threshold 0. I'm not really compressing, I'm just adding some gain. Attack at 10, release at 500. That's just to add some gain to it. Because right now the kick's at 16, so I want to bring it up to 6, where I brought the volume down here as well. That. So now we're going to work on the rumble bass. This one I'm just going to use a random pack. I have a lot of techno packs that I bought from Beatport over the years. So usually you just want to pick out some percussion. So some low end. That will give it a good bass for the track. Let me see here. Let's see what I can find. Organic. Let's see. Usually just go for the percussions part. If you don't have percussion, just move on to the next one. Shoot. Okay. Let's see here. Nothing here. I should have been prepared, right? Okay. Alright, so I'm going ahead and just pick this one because I use this one a lot. White Noise Records, Dark Techno. You find this pack on Beatport. I always use it. It's more, it's the most convenient. One shots, percussion. So you like that one has some low end. We're gonna pick that one. This one you can just go all out. You can pick one or two, or I would say max 4 because you don't want to sound, like as other tracks. But sometimes you can get really creative with just 2. Okay, let's go with those 2. This one, I'm still on FL11, so the thing about it here with these percussions, I'm gonna take out the out. It's basically just minimizing it, minimizing the tail, and same here. Alright, so now we create a little rhythm that's gonna be for the bass. Alright, so I don't want it conflicting with the kick, so start right here. Let's do that. If it sounds like trash, then we'll try to fix it. How about this one? Let's try that. Okay. How they did that. Again. That sounds good to me. So now with FL Studio, I can hold Shift and then click both of them and then route them to one channel. Okay, and then bring it to 60 dB. Almost there, just for mixing purposes. Alright, and here I'm going to EQ. I don't know why I did, sorry. Sometimes I double click too much and it gets out of hand, sorry. 34. Again, I'm going by the scale. C sharp, I believe 0 or 1, it's 34 hertz. Next, this part here is mostly important. This is the way I do it. Some people do it other ways. Of course, this way is how I do it, and I've gotten some tracks signed. What I add here is an FL Fruity Convolver. It's a convolution reverb, kind of like a space reverb, how some people could refer to. And here, what I do, I already have a preset for it, but basically you can mess around with it. Select your own samples. Usually FL already has samples for you to pick from, so just low sample devices, everything here, and the folders, and then everything's there. You can pick from a variety of sample reverb devices, and then go on from there. Okay, so let's go for it. So here I already have, like I said, a preset. All right, so the dry is the same sample device that default. The only thing that's changed is the dry is all the way down, the wet's all the way up. Separation, the in is merged, and the wet is separated, which doesn't make sense because it's gonna be mono anyways. Delay all the way down, self convolution amount down, stretch. I think this one is effective because the stretch gives it like a certain rhythm. The more you turn the knob up, it gives it a different rhythm. So Let's see how it sounds like this. That sounds horrible. I'm ready to put it in mono. Alright, that's not bad. Now you can hear that little tail there. How do we stop that tail from from extending? Well, here we add a limiter. With FL, there's a plugin called a fruity limiter. I already have a preset. It's basically a limiter here, a gate, and then a compressor side. With me, I'm not using this limiter side, I'm using the gating side. The gating basically stops that tail. And here, let me show you what I mean. So the rumble gate preset, I have the gain all the way down. And here's the reason why. See that yellow? It basically tells you where to stop. It basically tells us the signal where to stop. Threshold, have it around 12-ish, I want to say. Yeah, 12.5. So this one, just basically set it up. You can select the amount of where you want it to stop. The levels of the tail of the reverb. All right, and then the release, you'll see that as I play the sound. And that's the reason it's doing that. It's gating. And here, the reason it sounds like this because the release is all the way down. Like we have it at 50 milliseconds. So let me extend it. Should be good there. And bring it up to like 14. Okay, so let's see how it sounds together. And here's up to taste. You can mess with the sound, mess with the rhythm of the percussion, which we use to create the rumble bass. Or, like I said, you can mess around with the convolver and mess around with the stretch. It's up to you to get a sound that, bass that you want. So here we're just gonna do a little messing around since, let's see, so just to see if I like it or not. Okay, sounds good to me. As long as it sounds good with the kick, I'm okay with it. It sounds by itself. Then I mean, it's just up to you. But usually, I always find a way, to mix it in the track with what it sounds. Even if it sounds bad by itself, I know a way to manipulate it. It's just up to you how you want to make your own tracks. But let's go ahead and continue. I'm at a compressor. Same thing, preset that I made. just to match the gain, just to add some gain and match it to the volume where it's leveled at, which is 6 dB. And then from there we do the gain staging. All right, so let's check it out. Okay, we're good. Let me take this first limiter out because I don't like it. I have maximizer. Maximizer is my go-to. I already have a master. It's too much. So, okay, transient. I'm gonna say modern. And modern ceiling. That's good. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Move this up. Okay. Now we're gonna do some gain staging for the kick and the rumble bass. And my go-to here is and always will be Voxingo Spand. You know, the free plugin. You know, really helps out. Let's change the color. Pretty colors. Okay, so we're gonna do some gain staging. Let's go ahead and find a pick for snap. What did I do here? Oh, there we go. Okay, here we're gonna use span to match the levels. But about 33. Okay, so about like a dB difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it down to like a 7.5. Keep in mind, rule of thumb for me that I made for myself, I always go down by 1.5 dB as far as mixing and gain staging. I never really say that word. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we got that. Maybe we could add a little sidechain. And here, what we do, you can add them to a bus. Basically, to glue the sounds. But first, let me add a sidechain, volume shaper, gross beat, FL Studio. Need to say more. No, I did not. So I already have some presets. Oh, dang it! What I do? I think I changed it. Sorry, guys. I get a little too trigger happy with the mouse most of the times. This always happens. I kind of like that. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna group them so we can glue them together. Route to this track only. Click this and then right click that. Route to this track only. Here we're gonna label them. Kick and bass. Okay. We can add a pretty color too. Pink. So not change the name. See? And put Canby. There we go. All right. adding a compressor. So I'm adding a compressor here, and now here is where we get more in depth with the compressor. I'm trying to glue the sounds together. I'm gonna set the threshold at -30. -30. We want a short attack as well, so I'm gonna put 10 milliseconds. A short release as well. 15. Ratio at 2. Type doesn't matter, but I always go for vintage. You want that vintage sound, how they say. All right, and here we gain. Cool beans. Alright, so now that we got that, let's go ahead and pick out a drone. What I use for drones, mostly I use the ABSYNTH. ABSYNTH is basically a synth to make, mostly used for pads, but you can use it for anything else if you're very professional at synth programming. So now that we got the kick and bass, of course, we got that done. I probably should stop the video here, but I like to go a little bit further. Just, so you can get the feel of the track, what you're going for. So if this is the sound you want to achieve, then this is, a little bit more in depth. But if not, then of course you already learned the kick and roll bass, and you can, sign off. And of course, just don't forget to like and subscribe, because the more you like and subscribe, then I can put more videos out. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching. Okay. So now, for those who staying for the rest of the video, let us continue. Like I said, we're starting off with a drone. Let me see here. I already have ABSYNTH. I usually just go to presets. I can do my own as well. So we're gonna go to new pattern. Usually with my drones, I want them like in the high frequencies, like in the mid highs, because that's where I wanted it to sit. Oh snap. Okay, so let me set this ABSYNTH right here on 6, and we're gonna set it down to like 12, because this ABSYNTH is part of native instruments, and they got very powerful synth. Sorry guys. Okay, so this one. It's still too loud. Sorry guys. Okay, so from here, I'm using the C# minor scale, so I think it should be fine right there. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Now here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change that sound. Usually I don't worry about what I'm gonna pick, because what I do add is reverb to the drum. Alright, so let's see here. This is one called Warm Word by Tone E. I definitely recommend this because it has very good reverb. At the end of the day, I mean, there's other ways you can use it, but this is my easiest way. Slam it all the way down, all the way up. Okay, so we want it to sound steady. Alright, so we can do that. Just copy and paste. And here, we'll do some sidechain. Gross beat. Okay, here we go. This one, I don't want too much of it. And then, of course, EQ. I EQ twice just to make sure I cut it off completely. 544 hertz. Like I said, I'm going by the C sharp minor scale, and this in case it would be C sharp 5. Okay. Okay, so for some fun part. Close hat, hi-hat, and some percussion. This one with the close hat, like I'm going back to that DMD FR909 pack. Clicking some hats. Where they at? There you go. Close hats. I really like the close hats because they got it. They're samples from the TR909 from Roland. Here, new pattern, piano roll, and we're gonna do it into 16s. Also, keep in mind velocity matters when it comes to rolling hats. So, do it like that. Usually, you can do it however you want, but I make sure it's like. Yes, like this. Since it sounds too low, excuse me. Since it sounds too low, usually I clone them. Pan one right and pan one left. So you can fill out some of that stereo. So it won't sound just on one side. Copy. Paste. Alright, we're going to pan one about 40 and 40. And this is just to give it that stereo sound. You just don't want to sound like a plain Jane kind of thing. You want to give it a full sound. Next up will be adding it to the mixer. Again, like I said, this is just me mixing. You don't have to do it this way. Again, it's up to you. Here, we'll do 270. In this case, it would be both. So, let me select both of them. There we go. Now, here, if you want to go fun with it, I'm going to add a little saturation. Camel fat, the legendary camel fat. I still have it way before, they closed it. Okay, we'll do it there. EQ again. Let's see how it sounds together. Not bad for me. With the drone, just want to add with the drone, it may have a different sound after it hits, after the second time. And this is just an example. I'm not trying to be perfect or anything. I'm trying to make this as short as possible so you guys can get a glimpse. I know if I play too long and keep on messing with it more, I know I've been there watching tutorials, so I know it gets boring sometimes when you're not doing it. It's more fun when you actually perform it yourself. I understand that. So please just understand, have that in mind. Okay, so now we're gonna add some hi-hats. Kind of don't like these. I know one pack I use is called, I think it's this one. No, it's not this one. It's this one. Audio Techno Effects, also from Beatport. Just a hint, if you can see these numbers, all these numbers, the 13040, basically those are packs that I bought from Beatport. So most of them I bought them from Beatport. Okay, so we're going to this. I don't think it's this one. I think it's the next one. Techno drum hits. Okay, sorry about that. So it's Technical Records, Techno drum hits. I usually find my cool hats. Oh, that sounds plain Jane. I could use that one. Alright, so open a new one, new pattern. Clone it, of course, because you want that full sound. So here we go. Window. Velocity up. Alright, here we go. Copy. Control C. Paste. Sorry guys, I'll say 45 for now. And of course I'm gonna add them to the mixer and to the GUI. Alright. And here I can just go all out. I want to add some flavor. That's how you say it. Alright, so add some flavor right here. Let's just do it like that. Okay. Oh, copy paste. And you'll see why. Just to add some rhythm. Okay, so now we're gonna add them to the mixer channel. To the next one. Usually with the hats, I add reverb. Up to taste though. Add some reverb. Okay, since we got that, now next step what I do is just gain stage. From close hat to hi-hat, just gain stage them. Should be alright. So what I did here, I changed the pattern of the chain because it makes a big difference when you change the chain effects. And with the rolling hats, I added a small side chain, not too much. I think it sounds good. Alright, so now it's playing together. So far so good. Me, I like to spam with kicks. The last, what would say, fourth quarter. I like to spam the hell out of it. So we take that off. I think we can do that. Okay, that's really good. I like it. Sometimes I want to start a new project with it, but this is just an example. Lastly, I'm gonna add like a random percussion sample. I'm just gonna use one of these, same one, Technical Records. Oh, I think and this is just bass samples. So I'm just gonna go ahead with it. I'm gonna use this one. I like this one. Like I said, you can manipulate up to you. It's up to taste. And it's already in key. Well, it tells you what key it is in. So I wanted a C sharp. So here I'm gonna bring it up 170 tones. Okay, that's good. Normalized. I'm very OCD about this stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna add this, and same here, same thing here as well. You can duplicate it and then place it in there if you want that stereo sound. But I'm just gonna be just a small perk. And yes, like I said, it is a bass sound. And this way I'm just gonna show you how to manipulate it. Take off the stretch. Very OCD about stuff like this. And with techno, usually you just want to get a rhythm, usually about the third or fourth, anywhere, as long as you get a good groove. 34th, or sometimes if you want to play it risky, you can get the second one. Second, third, or fourth. Second is more riskier. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's just place it here and see how it goes. And you can't hear it because it's too loud. Oh, it's off too. It's not bad. That's not bad at all. It'd be nice if we do the 34s. That is not bad at all. Now, I want to EQ it because I don't want it conflicting with the drum bass, of course. So let's do 136. No, it's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's really not bad. That's perfect. Alright, so okay, so and then I'm gonna bring it down to under 270 because we don't want some muddiness. We want to avoid the muddiness. here, so 10%, and then bring it down like about 3 dB. Usually 3 dB is fine. It might not look like it because it's a small EQ, but it makes a huge difference. Trust me. Alright, 3 as well. You want to make sure you got some of that frequencies down. Down to 10. Okay, so let's see. And here, also, I like to cut it off. Because what I'm about to do, I'm going to add a reverb. You know me, I love these reverbs. Next, I'm going to pan it to give it like a more dynamic groove. And here I use a free plugin called Pancake 2 by Cable Guys, and this shows you where select the bars. I think this is 1/4. No, it's not. No, it's not 1/4. Let's try 1/2. 1/8. Yeah, that's too much, Craig. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. So it goes left, center, right, center, left. That is not bad. I like that. I like that. That's 60, so you get that. 60 will be fine. Okay. That is not bad. It's not bad, Chief. Alright. Stretch it out. Sorry, guys. It just pops up. Okay. So it should be good. Now we can play it all together. And this is mostly some good work that we have. It keeps slowing up. Sorry about that, guys. Guys, and that's pretty much it. There you have it. Like I said, it's just natural process mine. If you of course like this video, and you would like for me to make some more, just like and subscribe. I'll be posting some more. Also, in the future, I might be posting some mixes. I'm not sure yet, but other than that, if you guys like this, if you want more of this stuff, just of course like and subscribe. There's plenty of tips that I can give out for you guys. That I like to pass out my knowledge to you guys. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment down below, and let me know what you guys think. All right. Well, until next time, peeps. All right.